What's up guys, welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be telling you all about my bike ride. Well, my dad owns this group, you see, where he runs an old school, it's an old school bike club, and I went to it for the third time, so I'm going to be documenting what I did. So let's get started. So this ride was at Blackpool, and when we first pulled up it was just a rainy, windy Blackpool after an awful journey where it was just hammering it down. Here is a picture of me standing next to Daddy's bike, my bike and one of Daddy's friend's bike. Then we met up with somebody called Simon. Whilst me and Daddy were going to the toilets, we actually came across somebody called Dylan, another one of Daddy's friends. Eventually, we met up at the Mirror Ball, Blackpool. We chatted with some of our friends and then we prepared to leave for the ride. So we started riding and we made it up, we made it about a couple of metres until it just hammered it down. So we took shelter in one of the Blackpool shelters and we looked around all the bikes. So we finally continued with our ride up Blackpool seafront, even going past the giant big one at Blackpool Pleasure Beach Resort. And we continued to ride up the seafront. So we kept on riding up Blackpool seafront, having a great time. The journey was good, but it wasn't as good as it could have been because it was raining. But we plodded on, we continued, and we didn't stop another time until we came up to the Blackpool Tower and lined every single one of our bikes up on the comedy carpet. So we continued riding, but it was a bit wet. So we ducked into these little arch things, I can't remember what they're called, but we took shelter, we just had a chat, and when the rain cleared, we set off to head on our way to Cleveley's. In Cleveley's, we stopped off at the FB Cafe for a wonderful lunch. So we parked up all of the bikes, all ready, and we all sat down for a nice meal. we set off from the cafe and we had a ride down all the way back to Blackpool. The sun had came out, the sun was shining, we got a beautiful view over the sea, and yeah, it was just a wonderful ride back and the views were amazing. So we arrived back at the comedy carpet next to the beautiful Blackpool Tower shining in the sunlight. And we lined all the bikes up like we did last time. And then we prepared to set off for one last time. First here.
Hey!
So we said bye to all of our friends and we headed back to the car with some unforgettable memories to take away with us. So that is pretty much it for our amazing bike ride along Blackpool seafront all the way up to Cleveley's. We went about 14.5 miles in total, which I think is pretty good for me because I'm only 10 years old. So the next day, Daddy thought we'd forgot that it was Father's Day, but we hadn't. So here is Daddy's reaction. It's under here.
No, leave that.
He's forgotten.
What should I do, Lola?
He just got up.
No, I'm saying he forgot.
Give it to Daddy.
Thank you very much.
Should
I've got a one later one.
That's from Daddy, that's from Bobby.
I
Oh, thank you.
give it should I just put it inside?
Thank you, mate.
Okay.
Cheers.
That's
You
from
okay?
me.
Who's got the other one?